Ashley Bedford, what's up, my girl?
Thanks for having me back. I'm excited to be here.
Oh my God, you killed it on stage the other day. Your story was amazing. I got to hear it again, and like I don't think I could ever hear it enough. So thank you, and I would love to. So you guys got the email, and the email was the chip or the choice, and we should have been recording, Devin. Like seriously,
we should have.
Like that. It's always the best of the best. So Ashley, tell your story because I think it's unbelievable. But I think the chip or the choice, and you said you could be a victim. So one, introduce yourself. I know you're like a badass in Orlando, which. Congratulations on that. Unbelievable. But
what was the number last year, Ashley? What was that? What'd you finish with?
265 in units. And one thing you'll learn about me is I don't really keep track.
It's just money.
I bet nobody here wants to do 265 units in a year. I'm pretty sure can we get a raise of hands of people that don't want to do 265 next year?
I think everybody wants to. I think everybody would do it. Well, she's so calm though. Like that's what. Like I mean, I got to have lunch with her, and it was just.
Yeah.
She's one of the chillest 265. Like I'll just call her 265. She's just humble. She's chill. She's like whatever.
265.
Like, she had to go out.
Is this Squid Games?
No, she had to go out and use the Jamie-isms to like save a deal. I remember that. So that was pretty cool. She's like, I used a couple of those scripts, so that was cool. So we're like, Orlando, tell us, how'd you do 265? Introduce yourself. Where you at? How long you been in the business?
11 years now in June. So, and then I worked in banking before that, a few other little odd jobs, copier company, things like that. So, I got into this business because a big name lender told me that I needed $30,000 to buy a $190,000 house. And I said, that's impossible for a 20-something-year-old. So a broker got me into a house for $12,000 after I sold my first car for half that money. And I said, well, I want to help more people get into this business, or get into houses like this, because, we don't pass down rents. We pass down houses to our families. It's inheritance. It's generational wealth that changes lives. It provides stability. So it's more than just the transaction.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, there's the chip right there, Scott.
Well, I mean, like I was just you hit it. You beat me to it.
Yeah.
So talk to us.
You can't do it without 30K. Yep. Watch me.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to help a lot more people because you couldn't, you damn idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So in the green room, I asked Ashley, I said, is it a chip or a choice? And if you guys haven't heard about this, John Hinks is the one that shared this with me. John, you want to talk to us
share the
about
story because you say it way better than
us. This is a big deal, man. Yeah, I kind of muff it up.
No, like chip or choice, I think it goes back to at least in my hometown, we've had a plethora of professional athletes at one time, but there's a sports psychologist in town that I'm pretty good friends with, and he and I were just talking one day over lunch, and I kind of just asked him a question, what really separates a professional athlete from, the rest of the athletes as far as talent and size and so forth. There is that one little thing that gets people over the edge. And he asked me what I thought it was. And I just said, I really think it's a lot of these athletes come from these areas, don't really have a choice in the matter. They have no choice in what they're going to have to do. So then therefore they're just forced to make them, have that drive. And then he said, yep, that's part of it. Choice is one of them. The other parts is a lot of athletes have a chip on their shoulder. A lot of them have been told that they can't do it. A lot of them were told that they have to, or they have to prove something. And I immediately knew that it wasn't choice for me because I've always had a choice. I grew up having choices. I was fortunate. I was one of the people in the world that, had choices in life, but I definitely had a chip on my shoulder. And that's what kind of drove me. And, one of the things that we kind of talked about, or one of the things I ponder on a lot is, well, what if you have a choice, and what if you don't have a chip? And I've always been kind of like, find that chip, put it on your shoulder and go after it, and
I love it.
I don't know, chip or choice is what I've always gone by. And, if I'm talking to an LO and, they've had a choice. A lot of my LOs that work with me, they didn't have a choice. They have to have the drive. They have to go after it. They're going after it. And then some of the LOs, they have a little bit of chip. They want to prove something to somebody or prove something to themselves. you know, and hopefully it's more proof something to yourself. So chip or choice. That's really what it is.
So Ashley, which one is it?
I think it's both, because if you don't choose to keep showing up even with that chip, then you'll just become a victim. So it's really both.
So
because
tell
you
me,
have a choice on how you play the cards that you're dealt. So it's both.
Yeah,
for me,
for sure. So which one's bigger, you think? Like you get up every morning, what is it? Like when you first started, going back to when you first started, you're like,
oh, that was a chip. There's no option. Like you gotta go.
Okay.
Like the starter of that is like, okay, well, we gotta figure this out, you know? Like there's no option. See, like there's no plan B. The problem is too many people have a plan B.
Gotcha. Ooh.
Plan B is the choice.
And honestly, we make more money than doctors, you know, a lot of times. So, but people think that they can work less hours. Like, no, I tell everybody, you don't want to close the amount of loans I close because you don't want to put in the hours that I put in.
So the hours, like talk to us about what you're like, so is it 24/7, 365, or do you are you able to unplug or cause I know you got an amazing team. So
yeah, I mean, you just have to be available, because you have to be available to show up. Like no realtor wants to go to coffee with you, right? Like they don't care about your coffee, because everybody wants to take them to coffee and lunch.
Yeah.
Like show up to their open houses, like do the things. They don't want to go to those open houses any more than we do, but show up and build those relationships. And it doesn't matter who comes in the door, because you're most likely not going to get any of those buyers. There's very few circumstances. Your goal of being at these kind of places with realtors and doing the things they don't want to do is to provide support and build a relationship.
Gotcha.
Just showing up.
Well, Scotty, she said something a minute ago, and I want to touch on that. You know, you talked about, making as much money as professional athletes if you're great at what you do, right? And there's no doubt about it. I've seen it time and time again. I've been one of those people, right? You also talked about not wanting to put in the work of what it takes. Let's talk about that. Like, what kind of work does it take to, get your degree as a doctor, get your degree as a lawyer, right? And then what does it look like when you're a practicing attorney or a practicing doctor? Or let's take that even further and let's talk about sports athletes who are getting up at the crack of dawn, right, to go out and condition themselves, to show up at practice and work all day long, practicing the same plays over and over and over and over again to get great at those plays. So when they perform live in front of all of us, they're amazing, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you're talking about. If you want to be at the top of the game like you are, Ashley, and you know this firsthand, that's why you said it. That's the way that you have to take this job. You have to take it that seriously. Is that right or am I wrong?
No.
Is this, you tell me.
Absolutely. Like still looking into guidelines, still reading guidelines, making sure that you can provide the best products, because anybody can do a loan. It's just how well you do it. Like I posted a funny meme yesterday because a girl in my office went and got me a cake, and she asked the guy to write "Happy Birthday, Ashley." And he said, "I'm not a cake decorator." She's like, "It's fine. You're just writing the words." It looked horrible. So she asked him to please give me another cake. I'll just do it myself. And so it was the same cake, but the product was different, right? So it's about the service that we offer. So I created a funny meme about it because it was hilarious. And I told her she should have brought me the funny cake because that was funny. It's bad. So check out my Instagram, Ashley the Mortgage Magician, if you want to see the funny cake.
Mortgage Magician. I love it. So knowing what you know now, back when you were not closing 265 loans, what would you tell somebody that's maybe stuck at the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 besides work your ass off? Like, what would you say, or what would you do different, or if anything?
I don't think I would change anything. I think I did everything that was supposed to happen. I probably would have fired some people because I won't work with gross people. Like I'll work with people that have 400 credit score to get there. But if you're not nice, I'm not going to work with you.
Just flat out.
I probably would have fired some not nice people. And a few loan officers, even in my office, have said that's easy to say when you're closing this amount of loans. And I was like, no, I would have said it then too, because it probably stalled me from closing even more.
Even agents or just clients? Both.
Agents, clients, buy.
Yeah. So there's no tolerance.
Yeah. There's no need for it.
And you do a podcast, which is pretty cool.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, I went to your LinkedIn page and it was all over the place. So I see it. So
it's like a Tuesday update. Yeah.
Tuesday update. So tell us about that. So because you keep visible, you stay visible, you stay human. Thanks, Jamie Miller.
Yeah, no, staying in the know and just being yourself. Like, I don't care. Like, the video's getting posted, people are going to forget about it the next week if it's horrible. So stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to copy. Like, do your own version of other people's social media, because it's okay to take the viral things. Like, we're all copying from each other. No one had the original idea, you know?
Yeah.
And so, but just do it yourself, and doesn't matter what it looks like, and just show up. So people want real things. Like, no one knows what MBS is out in the world. Like, explain it in toddler version. And so I explain it in a way of like, hey, when people call me about rates, I'm like, is that the most important thing to you? And also, it's volatile right now. Like, rates are like toddlers. They throw a fit, you calm them down, and like the world goes back to normal. And, you know, so just giving them real life things.
Wow.
Because
rates are
no
like
one
toddlers.
knows. Most people think it's tied to the Fed still. Like, doesn't matter how many times we say it. Like, they just don't understand how it works.
Mark safe from Fed rates. Is that what you're saying? Mark safe.
Yeah, like they just don't understand.
So how do you come up with your topic right before you get on? Do you like think it through? What is that? Because
I'm very good at winging it.
Okay. No, because I think so many people. It's a huge topic with a lot of people. They want to do this. They want to do podcasts. They want to put themselves out there live. And so, how'd you overcome that fear?
So I do these all live, like, and we just talk about it, and we just go out there. It doesn't matter. Like, I do it with a girl, Carolina, on my team, who's also an LO. And I met her. She read one of my articles and like slid into my DMs. And she was at another mortgage company before, and I mentored her for a few years, and then she came over with me. So we just be your authentic self. Also, stay educated. We're helping people with the largest financial decision of their lives. Please read up on it. Like, ask ChatGPT, learn things. Like, we are the professionals, and people will stop. I don't want to say everybody, but our biggest thing is rate shopping, but rate's not the most important thing. Like, the services, we saw it by the funny cake meme, right? Like, the cake still tastes the same, but like looks completely different in their experience. So I think that's important. Like, learn, educate yourself, because this is the largest financial decision most people will make, and we need to make sure that they fully understand it. It's important.
And I think you just come from the heart. I mean, as you talk, I can just feel that you actually care about this, and you care about people, which is huge.
I do.
What would you what's next for you? Like you hit up. Is this your best year ever? 2025 was your best year ever? No. Okay. All right. COVID was okay. Well, that was kind of false, right?
And I closed 321 loans on Calyx.
Okay. I think I just got sick.
With no processor.
Oh my god.
Or assistant or anything.
I love it. So what's next for you? Like what is your big MO for 2026?
You know, this is one thing I'm horrible at. I'm not like, I don't focus on like numbers and goals, which I know there's a lot of people cringing at that because they're numbers and goals people. I actually coach with Chris Vincent at Windsor too, and he's huge numbers, but he knows that I'm just not that person. So it's just to help more people. That's all. Just want to keep helping more people achieve more things. I'm happy to always help other people, even if they're not on my team. Like, brokers reach out to me all the time. I have a very good friend that everybody would call my competitor, but she's not, down in Miami. And we like Friday nights go over guidelines, figuring out how to solve some loans, you know?
Wow. And she's not even on your team. She's not even on your company.
No, she owns her own company.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
my only competition is myself.
Did you guys hear that? If you're multitasking, did you hear that? I think that was a big deal.
Hey, Scotty, can I get 30 seconds to share something about Ashley that I've seen in her that
Please,
I don't
man.
think any loan officers? Okay. One is, when I first met Ashley, she said one of her miscellaneous ingredients is that she's ghetto. All right, and she hasn't shared that on this morning yet. And I'm going to share with you, I don't think enough LOs own their authenticity. She says, be yourself. How many times you'll hear be yourself? All right, and I'll challenge you. I bet if I heard all of you sell and I was listening to it, you're not being authentic. You're being scripted, and you're focused on it as a numbers game. Ashley shared that she worked with Carolina for 3 years before she came across. She's not transactional. Did you follow? Like, so being authentic means being truly authentic. It means that you own your miscellaneous ingredients. And then last thing, Ashley said, I've never once had a Google review where the client said, Ashley got me the best rates. I'll let that sit with all of you. Not one Google review, Ashley got me the best rate. So all of you loan officers that think rates and 2025 was a terrible, I've got so many LOs, realtors. Oh, it's been winter for whatever years. Yeah, Ashley pulled in 265 units. Let all that sit with you guys, because here's what I believe happens. I refuse to participate. This is what the world says, refuse to participate. All right, what we let into our heads, negative, doesn't help us. Ashley, I can't do justice to who she is, what she brings. One thing though, she doesn't care what people think about her. She's letting the world vibe with her. So there you go.
Love
That's my.
Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, Jamie.
So
I couldn't say enough about her. So
no assistant, no process. Addie's like, no assistant, no processor in Calyx. Yeah.
It was a rush.
Now you've got some
a
people
10 out of
now,
10
right?
don't recommend it.
Yeah, you've got people now though, right, Ashley? You've got
Two, yeah.
It's not a huge team; it's a small team, right? Yeah.
There's two.
So break down that team for us. Like, who are those two people?
An LOA and a processor.
That's it.
What do they do for you?
Doc intake. I still do all intro calls, things like that. So like pre-processing, because you don't get a pre-approval out of my office without all documents. My reputation, your reputation should be worth more than your life. The minute you lose your reputation, hear me on this, you will lose all of your business. Your reputation is so important. Maintain that. Don't willy-nilly. Maintain that relationship.
I'm going to ask you a question on this because I 100% believe in exactly what you just said, but I hear this all the time, right? But I couldn't get the documents and I have to get a pre-approval out because my realtor is going to walk
Then
away
you
from
have
me.
to call Rocket Mortgage and get it online.
That's your response.
So
I mean,
what do you tell your
because-
agent? What do you tell the agent, right? That's what I'm, because
My goal is to protect your reputation too, because if you back out of this deal, the listing agent may never take a deal from another one of your buyers. So the goal is here to help you and protect your reputation. The answer is absolutely not. I have maybe 2 agents that could ever call me with that, and they would never. They just know the person's already fully pre-approved. They want to switch them over to me, and there's very few, and they would never ask me of that unless it literally meant the deal or not.
How'd you set the agent up for that? How did you start that conversation with the agent to say, this is how I do business. This is what you can expect from me?
I mean, they just know me like from the moment that they talk to me, and I just set expectations up front. I don't do soft pulls, and I tell them that if they're using any lenders that do soft pulls, that they need to not use them because you cannot run automated underwriter without it, which means that you're willy-nilly giving a pre-approval. And I'll give you an example. I just had a conventional loan manufactured home, 23 over 23, 780 credit score. Every single one of us would have issued a pre-approval on that without even thinking twice, right? That loan was referred because of the manufactured home type. Perfect file, reserves, everything. So if you have people, so I just prep them for that and what that looks like. And if they don't want to use me, that's great.
I do have to challenge you on one thing.
Yeah.
As an IMB, you can use a soft pull to run through DU and LP.
I know, it's
not
just
as a
like
broker.
not the same. Yeah, yeah. But broker is life.
I totally
And eventually
respect it.
I think
Totally respect
they'll come through with that. But
it.
like
It's a pilot program.
most of the time when people are pulling soft pulls, it's too cost effective. You know, they're not doing it to protect the pre-approval. The integrity is not there.
And I agree with everything that you just said in regards to how to have that communication with your agent. I hear this often when coaching, right? But I got to get this approval out. It has to happen right now. They're going to walk away and go with somebody else if I don't get it to them. And what you're saying is the reason they come to you is because they know you're not putting out a pre-approval unless the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, and that client is fully pre-approved.
Yeah. Orlando is like a big city and my name has spread very quickly. I don't pay for any leads. Trust me, I've been tempted a few times, but I still say, I'm so sorry. I just don't run my business model like that. But if you have any deals fall out, I'll be here to help you. So
authentic, man.
And who does your pre-approval? Do you do it or does your LOA?
100%. Yeah. Does she set it up for you? Does she set it up for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you look at it and okay.
Yeah. And then I make the phone calls and the texts. I have a cute little meme that I send with a little astronaut because we're the athlete-nauts, that says you're pre-approved. I also send a video. Thanks, Jamie, for that.
What's the video? What's the video? Just a personal,
whatever I look like.
personal?
If there's makeup, no makeup, hair up, doesn't matter. I send a video. I introduce them to my processor at that time on a group text because I stay in communication with my clients the entire time. That's one of my big things. I say, you don't get passed off to somebody else. So even my processor can't reach out separately. It's always in a group text.
Wow.
And that's not because I don't trust him. It's because it's an image.
Yeah.
And I always tell him, because they always call me after he tells them that he needs something. And I'm like, it's because you're the mean dad telling me I need something. And they came to ask mom if it was okay.
So you make a laugh out of it. That's funny. That's awesome. That's the first.
But it builds that relationship. So
you mentioned coaching too, Ashley. How important it is for you to get coached, right? You're doing amazing things. And some people say, man, this is the pinnacle. I want to be there. Why do you keep getting coached if you're already there?
And I get coached by quite a few different people. Jamie is one of those people. So I invested in myself in what people called the winter. So I invested in myself, and trust me, I put Jamie to work. I've brought realtors in, he knows, he's gone to work for, and he's taught them things. And then I coach with a few of our lenders. If a CEO of a company that can make 7 of his own LOs $1 million, why would you not take that time? So
brilliant.
Anybody that offers me free coaching, I'm here for it. Because you always have something to learn no matter how much you're closing. And apparently I need to learn about Zoom because this thing zooms in like crazy.
It's automated on your computer, yeah, probably.
Monica wants to know, do you have your borrowers pay for their credit reports?
Absolutely not. Mm-mm.
And
I know it's the cost of doing business, but it's rough. I just can't.
And you might not know these numbers as far as agent referrals, database referrals. Where are most of them coming from, or do you know the percentage?
Almost all agent referrals.
Okay.
I started the business kind of when rates were low.
Okay.
That's the hard part, and refinanced them all. So I do have a lot of client referrals too, probably 30%, but not a lot of heavy refi business. And even when refi business comes back in, because we know it will, because everything in the world, history repeats itself. That's not a slogan for the sake of itself, right?
Yeah.
So we know we'll be able to refinance people at some point. Just be honest with people. I had somebody send me a $2 million deal yesterday, and I told him, I was like, and it was a friend of his at a big name retail lender. And I'm like, it's really not a bad deal. He's over disclosing, take the deal, but now he'll refer me to other people. So be honest. Don't always try to take the deal. It's not what's best for the client. You should always be focusing on what's best for the client. So if they need to close, I'll call LOs all the time. A realtor will call me and say, hey, this deal isn't closing. Can you call this LO? We all had to learn and start someplace. So I will call that LO and I'll tell them, hey, put your ego aside for a second and let me help you close this deal. And if you don't, then I'm going to take the deal.
Okay.
But because the calls, let me help you because I know a lot of things.
Yeah. And you stay focused. So. Yeah. That's so nice of you. Yeah. Congrats on that. That's amazing. Any other questions for Ashley? Go ahead, Devin.
Me.
Oh, okay.
We're doing a podcast, so I got all kinds of questions I'll ask on that podcast.
I bet. Anybody have any questions for Ashley? She's running a monster branch. She's gave so many nuggets, dropped so many nuggets already. Holy smokes. The best part about this show is how much we intake and how much we learn so fast from the people that are actually on the streets. So thank you for that. This is amazing.
Hey, Scotty, can I say something?
Yeah, please.
Good morning. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning.
You know what? I just wanted to say something. So as a woman that's been in this industry for a few decades, and we don't want to say how many, but it's more than 2, I just wanted to applaud you as a younger person in our industry because we need more fresh, young, creative ways to approach the business. And I just loved everything that I saw you at MortgageCon, and I just wanted to applaud you and say thank you, just woman to woman, to know
Thank
that these are the trenches that are coming up behind us. So applause to you for sure.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you.
And we got a couple questions. Dana Lucas wants to know, how do you build your realtor partners other than open houses? Like what does that look like for you when you're building a new relationship?
So for me, I do a lot of thank you events. So like I'll do 3 thank you events this year. And there'll be different levels because every realtor is different. Like I have some a little bit more bougie, I have some a little bit more family oriented, like, just a different personalities. And I invite everybody. And then I also, I don't post closings on my Instagram for myself. It's for the realtor attention. So I tag them in there too. I've been really fortunate to have my name spread around town, which helps me a lot because it's built my reputation. And I've never not closed a deal. And also I've never asked for an extension on a closing date in my career. So unless like the agents asked for it because of something, but from the loan perspective, we've never had to ask for anything. And so I think that helps a lot too. But just kind of like staying relevant, follow them on Instagram, follow them on Facebook, like whatever platform you use. LinkedIn, I only happen to be on because it automatically goes there. I'm really bad at it. So use whatever platform you use. And I read a thing on here, like, do you leave them voicemails? No, I send them a text and then I send them a video of myself because I don't know about you, but I can't tell you the last time I listened to a full voicemail. And so I just send them a video and then they see my face. So thanks, Jamie, for that.
All right, so I'm going to use your face in my text messages, so I'll figure out an AI way to do that.
So and you
Swipe,
answered
right?
Nazar's question, but he does have a 2-part question here. And I think you answered some of this. He said, what is your script to get coffee Zoom appointments? How often do you follow up after they've told you that you've sent an email or already have agents and I'm working with them?
No, I don't. I actually don't follow up at all. I don't have coffee. I don't have Zoom. I Facebook stalk them. So like, for example, like if I see someone's having a bad day, I might send them like it used to be $5, but now it's $10, like quick Starbucks gift card, because like that you've had, hey, I saw you had a bad day, like be a real relationship. Like if their kid is sick, you see on there, like send a quick video, say, hey, I hope you're holding up. Like, do you need anything? I've sent like Instacart is like my jam. So I'll like stalk them on property appraiser website and find their address, like if their kids are sick, and I'll send a little cleaning basket.
Love it.
But I always say like, hey, listen, I know that you're loyal to your person. If anything ever falls out or they need help, just give me a call.
How do you decide who you're going to stalk?
I don't know that I really decide that. I just I pay attention. I try to pay attention. Watch people's stories. They'll tell you a lot more in their stories than they'll tell you in their post.
Love that.
Hey, Ashley, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why are you not charging for credit report?
I'm sorry?
Why
Why
are
don't you
not
charge
charging
credit?
the clients for credit report?
I have a big philosophy that I don't want to tell anybody no. I want to tell them how to get there. And there's a lot of people that I have helped through credit repair that just, maybe they didn't have the $100 and whatever dollars. I mean, it was different when it was like $30, right? But there's so many people I feel like would miss the opportunity over such a small amount of money. And I want to be able to help them.
Good stuff. Yeah. Same here. Yolanda,
Yolanda.
question?
Hello.
No, they don't think I'm weird, by the way.
And who cares?
Who cares? That's right.
Can I give
Good
2
morning,
cents of
everyone.
clarity on that?
No, 1 second,
Oh.
Jamie. Yolanda was gonna talk.
Oh, sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Good morning, and thank you, Ashley. This has been amazing. I've been missing these calls because my team meetings are at 9, and I'm like, no, I have to be on this call today, and I'm so glad I did. Thank you.
Good.
So, Ashley, wanted to talk to you about something I'm struggling with personally, and that is lead retention and lead follow-up. Because I get a ton of leads. I get probably about 5-6 leads every day. But if they're not ready, before I know it, they just fall through the cracks and I just move on. So how do you keep track of the leads you have, keep them going, keep them in the pipeline so that at the end of the day, you get a closing flow? Thank you.
Doing a CRM, of course, is helpful. There will be people that just fall out, like, hey, if you're not ready now, and then update the realtor. One of the girls on my team set up like a really quick Google sheet so that she can fill it in online, and she puts like little green, red, yellow check marks like where they're prepared at so that she can go back to it, and then she updates the realtor because listen, not everybody's going to come through. A lot of people have the great idea of buying a house, but then they're like, okay, I just really can't do this, So some of them are going to fall through, but just stay in touch with your agents, update your agents, create, like, if you don't have a CRM, use a spreadsheet, something that works for you. I'm horrible at technology. So that's why I actually, I'm at Apple because they're better at that. So
me too.
And I'm going to answer Greg's question for you because we talked about this yesterday. She was using Bonzo, but her company switched to Go High Level. And
so we're working on it.
Yeah, it's not quite ready yet. So that's a work in progress.
Yeah. So if any, I'm looking for somebody to train me on that, by the way. So Scott,
you want to help her with Go High Level?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
I'm technologically deficient. Okay. But I think Jamie wanted to say something too.
Yeah, Jamie.
Well, there's two things now. Real quick. First off, I'm getting better at technology every day. Is the way I structure my self-talk. Yet the common theme is you've got two people who are useless at technology. Luke Shankala asked last week at MortgageCon, how many of you use ChatGPT? Every hand went up. How many get business from ChatGPT? Pretty much every hand went down. All right, so Ashley's definitely been the epitome of human. Now, I'm going to teach you guys a concept that when Ashley pays for a credit report, if you do something for someone that you don't have to do, they're going to feel a healthy obligation to give back to you. I'll repeat that. If you do something for someone else you don't have to do in their eyes, they're going to feel a healthy obligation. And don't spend money that you don't have. But as my dad would say, and I'm proud to mention his name, he'd say, no one ever went skint making a quid. So that's the British expression. The American expression is no one ever went broke making a profit. All right. So the idea being is as long as you're 1 cent above what you invest, you get to keep on doing your business.
Love it.
But Ashley is the ultimate human. And think about the people you get introduced to. I meet Ashley, all of a sudden, I hear that she knows Deontay Lawrence. Where am I going tonight? For a Brazilian steak with Deontay Lawrence. You'll find everyone that you admire has people in their life that you know that you admire. And try and connect the dots that way for yourself, guys. There you go.
Cool.
Hey, Ashley, can I ask you a quick question?
And don't go after heavy hitters either. Like, honestly, they're the hardest to get into. They're the most egocentric. Like, eventually, if something falls apart, they'll send it to you. But, like, take these agents that haven't closed a deal yet and teach them how to get business themselves. And then they're going to be loyal to you for life. Because I'm sorry, I'd rather have 7 loyal realtors.
What did you just say? Help them?
No, I love that, Ashley. I love that. That's our topic this
Tomorrow.
week, Devin.
Yeah, for Friday. We're doing a podcast
Like,
on
I
Friday.
hear
And
so many
literally, we just
people
talked about this yesterday.
getting on MMI and stuff like that and looking for the highest producers. I don't want them. They're going to be bougie. Like, I'm sorry.
I love it.
Like,
The myth
go
is
teach people
that
how to
you
get
have
business and get them loyal.
Let me ask you another quick question, Ashley. A minute ago, you said you've never missed a closing and you never not closed a loan. How?
Because I am solid with my pre-approvals.
Ooh. Oh.
And I am solid with my team. So I have a pipeline every day. My processor works from home. Which that's a whole nother story because I believe in working in the office, but he's like one of the only people I know that can work from home. If you want to build your business, get in the office with a team. Because if you've ever heard the saying of 2 heads are better than 1, so are 7. Okay. And you'll learn more. Like I was sitting here listening yesterday. Even Deontay came into our office yesterday and was working here. Like invite your realtors in to work with you in the office. cold calling's not my jam, but sometimes I'll do it with them. I'm like, hey, you want to have a call day? Like, let's call. Like, but make it real, meaningful conversations. It doesn't have to be a cold call. And every like woman on here, sorry men, but we're more emotionally intelligent, and that's like a fact, you know, it's nothing against you. So we could always outsell a man just because of emotional intelligence. But like, get in front of people. Like, don't go try to like look for the heavy hitter, train the people up, get them in your office. Like, everybody wants to record social media these days. Like, record social media with them, do funny videos, like do educational videos. ChatGPT will like give you scripts on scripts and teach it your voice. Like, just, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You just did something for them.
I want to go back
I have
on
a
something
question.
real quick,
Oh, go
John,
ahead,
before
Devin.
you ask. You talked about pre-approvals, and I think this is a big one, right? And you talked about this earlier on in the call as well. And what I heard you say, and I just want to make sure, because perception is reality, is that I make sure that before that client goes out looking for houses, I have all my docs in order. I know they qualify for the loan, so that when they find a house, it's easy because the loan's already prepared to submit to processing so we can close on time. Is that what you're saying, or am I hearing you wrong?
Yeah, no, like I tell them, you did all the heavy lifting right now. Like, you've done all the heavy lifting. It's going to be a smooth process. And everybody that's used somebody before me, like last night, I had my best friend referred me somebody in South Carolina and that works with her. So of course, like, she works with her, I'm going to make myself shine too. But she's like, why is this so much easier the second time? I'm like, because it shouldn't be hard. Like, why are we making it so hard? It's kind of like how, I think it was, I don't remember who said it on the stage at MortgageCon, but like how Rocket had the mortgage, like get mortgage now. Like, it really is that easy. Like, why do we overcomplicate it? I'm sorry, you have to give your documents, and here's why, because I don't want you to fall in love emotionally with a house and then you not get it. Like, I just had a non-QM deal closed in 6 days because I was not missing my closing date. And it wasn't even my fault. I got like a tight closing time, and we just did it.
So my follow-up question is there's a lot of confusion, even amongst the loan officers that I work with. It's like the sense of urgency to give an answer quickly. So when you're communicating to clients and to your referral partners, do you have like a timeline where you've got to give this answer, or do you kind of go more or less with, I'd rather it be right than it be quick?
Yeah, so sometimes like that. So for example, I recently had a complicated little bit of tax return one, and you know, the girl was eager and young, and I said, okay, but you're going to need to give me some time. I want to get this actually approved in underwriting, because I say yes, but this is really an interpretation thing. And so she knew, because we were getting that out front, that now it's going to go smoother on the back side of things. And I'd rather that timeline wait than not. Eat the frog. Stop like delaying people. Just go like rip the Band-Aid off. Eat the frog. Don't have your team eat the frog. That's rude. You're the one making the paycheck. Okay.
Dang, girl.
So bad news should always come from the boss.
So my only follow-up to John.
Well, I'm going to go back, and Zeddy said, teach your agents how to tell the difference between a pre-qual and a pre-approval. By the way, guys, Zeddy is a broker owner and an agent. So, you know, Ashley, obviously, this is what you're talking about, is helping your agents understand this is why doing business with me is different. I'm going to give you a real pre-approval that you can stand behind. So when you go out and put an offer in, you don't have to question if you're going to have egg on your face once we get 2 weeks into the process. This client's going to closing.
And be realistic with them with the timelines. Like, yes, I can close deals in 6-10 days, whatever, but sometimes it's not that deal. Like I said, I've never asked for an extension. It's about staying on top of your files, staying on top of conditions, like be involved in that. Like, I go through every single day with my processor on conditions. Hey, how can I help you with this? What do you need on this? Do you need clarity on this? Like, it's what it takes. Clients? I have, yeah. I fired a $1 million VA client, and I'll do it again. He was rude to my assistant, and I said, I'm so sorry, but I just think it's best that you go back to Veterans United. We're not a great fit.
Well, setting proper expectations.
So that's exactly what,
and holding standards.
And she said with a smile.
Inside of your business.
She said with a smile.
And then ask everybody for a review, everybody. Even if they don't use you, because I have had clients like go to online lenders like that literally like doing this for $500, and I'm not going to do that. bow out gracefully. Don't be emotional in your business. These are just transactions and you are not entitled to anybody's business. And so just say, hey, would you mind giving me a review for our stuff, so forth? And if you have anybody else in the future, I'd love to help them.
So good.
Scott, can I just add one thing that she touched on just a little bit earlier was talking to new agents. A lot of us that have been in the industry for a long time been taught to qualify your agents before you decide to whether or not you want to spend or invest your time. If you look at the data, the people that are closing transactions right now on the real estate side are very different than the people that are closing transactions just 5 years ago.
100%, man.
And with the way that marketing is happening right now, and a lot of these younger agents are able to get themselves out there and get in front of more people, find those newer agents, educate them, just like Ashley said, and befriend them, because they will be loyal. And I promise you, the time is worth the investment. It truly is, because a lot of the agents that we're working with now just started last year and they're killing it.
Killing it. Yeah. Because they don't know any different, right? They don't know. So,
yeah.
Ashley, you're amazing. Thank you so much for coming on. So nice to see you, as always. Congratulations. Anything I can do for you, I'm only an hour away, as Jamie's 5 minutes away, but I'm an hour away. So anything I can do to help, I'm here for you. I love everything you're doing. I love everything about you. So congratulations. It's no wonder that you're doing so well. So keep doing what you're doing. Set a standard for the industry, and good stuff. Thank you so much.
And if you guys have questions, just follow me on Instagram.
There you go. Awesome. Devin, what we got, brother? Let's take us out.
Man, I don't know. How do you follow up to that? I got to tell you, man, I got a feeling.
Oh, love it.
Good stuff today, guys. Ashley, unbelievable. Seriously.